Hello, YouTube. How's it going? I haven't done a video in a while because, well, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they all don't like the truth being spoken on their platforms and everything. So when I say Cocoa Puffs don't exist, well, they tend to get mad, and I have strikes against my account and everything like that. So what can you do? Oh, Rittenhouse, he's free. He's a free man, acquitted on all charges. That gives us a lot of hope. A lot of hope. And I'll tell you why. Because, well, you see here, riot declared in Portland as protesters, cops clash after Rittenhouse verdict. It has nothing to do with Rittenhouse. Okay, it has to do with Christmas. They don't want to. These people are lowlifes. They don't have any money. Okay, most of them live at home with their parents. Okay, eating mommy and daddy's Hot Pockets and drinking their little juice boxes and everything. And, well, Christmas is coming right around the corner. They don't want to be spending money on gifts. So what do? They go out there and riot and say, oh, it's because of Rittenhouse. And the left is just going to cover for them. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, well, look at these peaceful protesters burning down buildings and dumpsters and turning over cars and killing people. They're so peaceful. Yeah, they are. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. But that's what they want to do. They want to loot these stores and everything. I hope these stores, ahead of this whole thing, I hope these stores just emptied out everything of value from their stores and just shut the things down. So they can bust the windows and go in there and get a bunch of tampons or something, but they're not going to get any TVs or any other electronics, phones and whatnot. So, that's why they're rioting there. Then in New York City, it's the same thing. What we're seeing here is anti-Americans. That's it. These people are the enemy. And they are mad, not because Rittenhouse got off. They're mad because Rittenhouse got off, and it sets a precedent for anybody else who wants to be in the middle of a riot, armed to the teeth, and who defends themselves. Okay? Because they're starting to see their little cakewalk being stepped all over. That's what's happening now. Because this set a precedent. Now, we're going to see a lot of people in future riots holding a weapon. They get hit in the head with a frozen bottle of water or whatever, they're going to turn that weapon on the person who threw it. Hey, they threatened my life, and it's self-defense. Okay, this set a precedent. So now these little punks, these little alley rats are not going to be able to go out there and cause the mayhem that they did. There's a lot of people who are watching this on TV saying, hey, I wish I could do something, but, if I grab my gun and go out and stop these people and use lethal force, then I'm going to get in trouble. Well, now we're not. Now this puts the handcuffs and everything on Antifa and BLM, bowel movement. It puts a big basic Windsor knot right around their chest with a rope tied around them. Okay, that's basically it. Their hands are tied, their arms are pinned to their side. They cannot do anything now. If they get out there and riot, and if one person who's armed gets hurt and they defend themselves, guess what? Justifiable homicide. So these people see that their free ride is being taken away. Their free ride is basically going into the ether. It's a good thing. It's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. We're seeing the shift. We're seeing the tides turning now. Okay? Good will always prevail. Always. Good will never, ever be defeated by evil. Never. Might get beaten down, might get temporarily stomped or whatever, but never beaten. Good will always rise up and become better, greater, stronger, and more powerful than evil. And we're seeing this happen now with the Rittenhouse thing. Okay, like I said, that set a precedent. So now, after 2022, when the Democrats lose bigly, and after 2024, when Biden, the usurper, The second usurper. First one was Obama because he wasn't born in the U.S. Now we have Biden, who is a total usurper because there's no way in hell he got 81 million votes. We got these two usurpers. Now they're both going to be out of office, and we're going to have maybe Trump or DeSantis in there with a majority that we've never seen before in the conservative ranks. It'll be a mega majority. It's going to be pretty freaking awesome. Hopefully we can get term limits in there. Hopefully we can overturn Roe versus Wade, and hopefully we can reverse a gay marriage thing too. Of course, that should be left up to the states anyway, but there is a federal thing on it. So, or at least I believe there's a federal thing on there. Just reverse all these things, okay? Because, well, we have to understand that we have a creator. Now, there's a lot of people who deny that we have a creator, even though they cannot grab a pile of dirt and make a human being out of it the way our creator did, okay? But they deny that we have a creator and everything, so they believe that, we could just do whatever we want to do. There's no accountability. We could just, not be accountable to anybody. But that's wrong. We do have a creator. He's the one that created things. He's the one that made things right this way and that way. Homosexuality is not within his creation and everything else. So it's within the corruption of his creation. And, abortion, that's murder. That's plain and simple. You're taking a human life. And there's nobody, it's an unviable little bunch of gelatinous cells. That's all it is. It's not a human being. It's a human life. That's what it is. I've never seen a human being give birth to a horse, a cow, a pig, a dog, or a bird. Or even a monkey. It's always been a human being. Okay, so abortion, well, it's murder. Plain and simple. You're taking the human life without that human life's consent. Okay? So, we have Rittenhouse being exonerated here for self-defense. Now, if these babies in the womb could defend themselves and maybe put the mom into toxic shock and everything else if you abort them, then maybe we wouldn't see abortion. But we're not saying that. But we do see self-defense being held on high. Now, see what the left wants to do. They want to come after us for, come after people's guns and everything else. They want to confiscate everything so that it's easier to take over the United States of America militarily and physically and everything so that they can control the people and do whatever they want to do. That's basically it. They want to run roughshod over us as the American people. We need to basically say, no, we're not going to allow that to happen. And when we say that, we have to have a weapon in our hands. And we're going to see the tides turning, okay? Especially when the right takes over majorities in the House and Senate, and when the right takes back the presidency, we're going to see a supermajority, and we're going to see this rioting in the streets, only it's going to be quelled. Okay? You don't want to send your cops out as a mayor to go defeat the thugs out there? That's fine. Because the armed citizens are going to go out there and they're going to defend their own property. And when they defend their own property, like I said, you get hit in the head with a frozen water bottle, guess what? Boom! That's it. I'm defending myself. That person threatened my life. A frozen water bottle, big block of ice hitting me in the head could have killed me. If I allowed them to keep going, then they would kill me. Rittenhouse has set that precedent. And now on the left, they're scared. Oh boy, they're scared. They don't want to see that. They do not want to see people, average ordinary citizens, protecting themselves. They do not want to see that stuff. No. That's why they're upset right now. That's why they're rioting. They're rioting in Portland and they're rioting in New York and everything. They do not want to see that. They're upset because they know that their free Christmas shopping is almost over with. When the right comes back into power, we're going to see a lot of this stuff squashed. And another thing I'd love to see when the right comes back into power, the FBI, CIA, IRS, all these alphabet groups, all disbanded, just gone. Start from scratch and keep it small, lightweight, and to the point. Okay, so if Jose is out there cutting grass for $20 a lawn and he gets cash, he doesn't have to be punished for it. Let's get rid of the income tax. Let everybody keep what they have, what they earn, and just have one sales tax, like a 10% sales tax, and have it written in the law that never, ever goes up. Ever. Make it a constitutional amendment that 10% never goes up. Seriously. We need to do some serious changes here. This country's not lost yet. And I believe that Yah is not going to allow this country to be lost. And if you're new to this, Yah is the name of our Creator. Yud He Vav He, okay? Yahava, short Yah, okay? Yahava, that's his name. Yah is, okay. But he's not done with our country yet. We're still going to see a lot of great times in the future. We need to sweat it out right now while all these things are being turned around and brought in the right direction. Good never loses. Good will sometimes get knocked down and suppressed, but it will never lose. Okay, if you're on the side of good, you're going to win. If you're on the side of evil, you're not going to win. Okay, evil always thinks, evil people always think that they're winning, that they're going to do what they want to do, and they're just going to, just move on and not have to pay any consequences or any kind of penalty. That's wrong. No. If you're an evil person, if you're into evil, if you're doing what's evil in the eyes of Yah, then things are going to be wrong in your life. And when things are wrong in your life, you're going to know it. It's so nice. It's so refreshing to see the good guys winning here. It is. And, okay, so you killed a pedophile. You killed a wife beater, and then you obliterated this fruitcake's bicep. Wonderful. Great. I saw this meme that had Greta Thunberg on there, and it had Kyle Rittenhouse under it. And above Greta's picture, it said, your 17-year-old is trying to make the world a better place. Our 17-year-old has already started. And I thought that was good. What we're seeing here with these riots and everything, these people are not Americans. Okay, these people need to be black bagged. Black bag over the head, zip tie around the neck so they can't take it off, thrown into a van, taken to Gitmo, and put into a tribunal trial. And if they're found guilty of treason, which is doing anti-American things, and trying to suppress the American vote and stuff like that, then they get hanged by the neck until they're dead. If they're found not guilty or whatever, well, I'm sorry, you're still exhibiting anti-American sentiment, so you lose your citizenship. So we're going to put you in Cuba, North Korea, Venezuela. Which one do you want? It's your choice. That's it. So that's how you handle these people. Okay? If you do not honor your citizenship here, if you do not take it as something that's sacred and something that's wonderful, and that's what it is. People don't jump on boats, handmade boats and everything, to go to Cuba or to Venezuela. They do that from there to here. Why do people come to the United States? Because we have freedom. So if you can't appreciate that freedom, if you think that people shouldn't have freedom, you need to go someplace where people don't have freedom. And we will assist you there. We will put you there. That's it. And there's a lot of people out there probably pulling their hair out right now saying, oh my God, look what this guy's saying here. Well, it's true. It's 100% true. Now, it's not putting them to death. If you're anti-American, then, you just need to go somewhere where it's more suitable for you. You lose your citizenship. Now, if you come in the United States and you're arrested and you're put to death. That's it. That's just how it would be effective. And another thing, every single illegal, it doesn't matter if you're a dreamer or whatever, You get snatched up and you get taken south of the border. That's it. And finish that wall. We have maybe quadruple our border patrol. Okay, we take that money and we put it quadruple to, increase our border patrol. And if you're found, one thing that's going on here, I saw some videos of this. We have some coyotes, and we also have some drug cartels and everything firing shots over the border into the United States. I'm sorry, if I were president, you'd have a couple of Apache helicopters totally destroying wherever you're at. Destroying you and whatever else you have. Your guns and whatever. You want to keep firing over the United States from Mexico? I'm sorry, these Apaches are going to take you out. We'll drop a few bombs on you. Do whatever. If Mexico wants to start chattering, well, control your people. If you don't control them, we will control them for you. If your drug cartels want to start firing shots over our border, guess what? They wage war against the United States of America, and we have every right to fight that war and to defend our country. So, if I were president, I don't think a lot of people would like it. A lot of people on the left. But I do foresee a president who is very similar to my mindset. Now, they might not act on things that they might think for the benefit of, mankind and everything like that. I don't think that people are ready for something that's that strong, but I do think that it's going to be something that's going to upset the apple cart for a long time for the left. The left is going to be reeling from it. They're not going to be able to rebound from it because we know what they did. We know that Biden is a usurper. We know that he did not win. We know that he did not get 81 million votes because every single stadium that you go to, you see F. Joe Biden or Let's Go Brandon. Let's Go Brandon is like the biggest catchphrase around the world. So we know he didn't get 81 million votes. We know he's a usurper in that White House. And I hope the new person, doesn't matter if it's Trump, DeSantis, or whoever, when they come in there, they fire everybody, number one, and get competent people in there who are not leftist or right. They just want to seek the truth and get those competent people in there to actually clean house. Get Clinton behind bars, get Biden behind bars, his crackhead son and so on and so forth. Get all those people behind bars. That's what needs to be done. We're seeing these people on the left thinking that they could get away with everything, and they're attacking people on the right with the same system that they're getting away with things within. Well, that's going to change. We're going to bring the balance back to that scale of the what you call it. You have the scale in the hand. Yeah, we're going to bring the balance back to that scale. And when that balance is brought back to that scale, it's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a glorious day because we're going to see Clintons and Bernie Sanders and Lindsey Graham and McConnell and all these people. We're going to see them marched away, perp walk, handcuffs, and all that stuff. We're going to see them shipped off into a van and put in front of a jury for a trial or maybe a tribunal. We're going to see that if justice prevails here. And we're seeing the turn right now with this Rittenhouse thing. We see justice still is alive here in this country. And I believe that when we see a major majority of conservative people in our Congress, House and Senate, and in the presidency with a super mega majority to the point where we could do whatever the heck we want to. We don't need any votes from the Democrats. When we see that, when we have that, we better use it. Better use that power to our advantage and turn this country around. And also put home Obama and his cross-dressing boyfriend, Michelle, in handcuffs too for usurping the White House because he wasn't born here. And when we do that, I don't care what the outcry is. And whoever doesn't shouldn't care what the outcry is. No, when we do that, then guess what? We made this world a better place. We made this country a better place. And when we make this country a better place, then people will want to come here again. Not just to get free stuff, but they want to come here for the opportunity. Work hard and do what's right. You know, I do a lot of work for Hong Kong people, not Chinese, even though they're Chinese, but Hong Kong. There's difference between mainland China and Hong Kong. Hong Kong people, they're American to the core. Okay, I do work for Hong Kong people. I do work for Mexicans. Yes, I do work for them. They pay well, they do real well and everything, and they're American citizens, and they're more red, white, and blue to the core than most of the people I know who are born here. You know, so I want to attract more of those people here, let them come here to the United States of America, and let's export some of these people who might have even been born here who don't appreciate being here. Let's export them. Let's put them in Venezuela, North Korea, Cuba, so on and so forth. Let's put them in those places. Why not? They don't like it here. Let's put them someplace they might enjoy, right? But yeah, it's another thing about this Rittenhouse thing. Before I cut off here, these people are saying he carried the weapon across state lines, which is a lie. And they said he went there to be a vigilante just to cut down peaceful protesters. Peaceful protesters who are hitting him in the head with skateboards, pointing guns at him, and starting fires. And, and kicking him in the face. These peaceful protesters. But if he is there to be a vigilante, don't you think he'd be spraying the crowd with bullets? Just taking everybody out in sight? Just boom, 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 boom. If he was being a vigilante, don't you think that would happen? Yeah. You know, just don't watch the mainstream media. If you do, take it with a grain of salt and actually believe the opposite of what they say, because the opposite of what they say is actually the truth. But, yeah, just so much about this is so wrong. And I think it's about time that we all just get on one side or the other. You're either an American or you're a Democrat. One or the other. These Kennedy Democrats who voted for Biden, sorry, you're not an American. You lose your citizenship, gone. There you go. Sorry. We gotta really be strict about this stuff. We gotta just take these people out of our country, put them on a boat, put them on a plane, put them somewhere, and just ship them off to wherever they're going to be happy. Because we want everybody to be happy, right? Take care, folks.